guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Today we are just going to be doing a normal vlog, day in the life kind of situation. We are currently in the middle of eating breakfast and reading the word. We are reading about Jonah and the whale. This is my son's favorite story, so I read this about almost every single day on top of like whatever other additional readings that were on for the week. I have been reading a lot of the like stories leading up to Jesus's death, just because we are in more of the Easter season, and so we are in the Easter season, so I wanted to make sure that we talked about that. And then whenever we get closer to that week, I'm going to continue to talk about it more, explain it more, that kind of thing, so that way he can kind of grasp it a little bit better. But we are eating eggs, bacon, and a banana for breakfast this morning. Very full and filling breakfast. I try to do this because it helps him be more stabilized throughout the day. It helps me be more stabilized throughout the day. And since we're with each other all day, I want to make sure that we're doing our due diligence and making sure that we are taking care of ourselves. And even getting dressed, I get him dressed, I get myself dressed, we eat breakfast, because I find it very important, even more so than a cup of coffee in the morning. I find it helps a lot more. So there's that. I'm going to start reading the Bible with my son, and then from there we're going to try to go outside. It is just so nasty outside and gloomy and foggy, but I don't want it to stop us from going outside, because I think it's helpful to be outside, especially if it is gloomy, just because otherwise the days somehow seem to last a really long time for the both of us. Not in a bad way, but just because you don't break it up as well. So we'll see. Tomorrow is supposed to be another rainy, gross day, so we're gonna go to the library then. Wednesday, we don't have anything planned, it's the same as today. And then Thursday, we have a play date planned. Either Thursday or Friday we have a play date planned. We have 2 play dates a week is what I try to do. So we have one Thursday and we have one Friday. So we'll see if those stick. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. And so we're going to be getting out of the house anyway, so I'm not too worried about going outside today, but I would like to if it's not cold and just like uncomfortable. But yeah, so I'm going to finish eating my breakfast. I'm going to read while I do that. If you're a mom, you know what that's like, always multitasking. But such a blessing, right? Such a blessing. So I am going to get to that, and then I'll talk to you whenever I am when I am doing something more. Also, I wanted to share with you, I am going to flash back to Sunday where we meal prepped. So we did like meal prepping, which is basically where we take meat, and mainly just the meats, and we season it and then we vacuum seal it so that way we have it throughout the month. We do this once a month and it will last us at least 3 weeks. And that way we don't have to think about like seasoning meat, letting it thaw, all that kind of stuff. I mean, we still have to think about letting it thaw, but I mean seasoning it and then, or letting it thaw, then seasoning it and all that stuff. We just already have it seasoned. We put it in the sink, we let it thaw, and then that kind of thing. It's an amazing help, and my husband does a great job at it. And I'm so thankful for all the work that he puts in for our family, especially that. So I'm gonna go flash back to that because we're eating his bacon right now that was seasoned, and it's so delicious. So I'm going to flash back to that so that way you guys can see that, and then we will catch up whenever we are later on in the day or whenever I get to talk to you next. Alright, so we do nature walks after breakfast, and this is what we have found so far. And he uses a magnifying glass to do it. This is our first day doing the magnifying glass, major hit. I'm sure I'm gonna have to change it up so he doesn't get bored. But as of now, no sir. But as of now, it works really well. And these are our little finds that we're gonna be able to put in our jar. We have just a little bitty jar, not like the fancy little thing that you set everything on. But yeah. Miley, do not jump on him. Anyways, so that's that. That's what we're going to be doing. And he has been loving it. We've been trying to find some ants so that way we can see them with a magnifying glass, but we haven't been able to find them yet. And now we just play until he wants to go inside, or until I decide time-wise that we need to go inside. Usually we wait till like 9 o'clock to go inside, but we spend like the whole morning half outdoors. We came out here at like 7 something, and now it's already 8:30. So we took like a whole hour for nature study, and then now he's just playing, and then he'll play probably for another hour before. But even nature study is just kind of like a play thing. Like, we don't really do anything major. It's just to spark, be careful babe, it's just to kind of spark his interest in like plants and animals and nature and like science stuff. Like, it's all just kind of based on that. But it's all kind of play, like he's playing while he's doing it. So we get outside probably for like 2 hours in the morning, and then we go back inside and we do some like book work, or we research what we found outside. It's just like some small homeschool things. It's not like real homeschool, but it's something like similar to that. And so that's kind of what we do. And it just kind of works for us. back inside. I went ahead and put all the breakfast stuff away. And now I just have the rest of our like lessons that we do. I need to read his affirmations to him. We do the whole affirmation bit. Then we have weather and seasons. We've already done the weather. We looked outside and did the weather while we were out there. Now we just need to go over the season. We then also do days of the week and explain like what yesterday was, what today is, what tomorrow will be. And then we do month of the year. And then we also have these little things from a totally separate, we have these like little things. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them. I'm not gonna refocus the camera, but it's like these little bitty numbers to count, like 1, 2, like using your fingers and stuff. And so we use that to know the date. So we're gonna have this one for today, which is the season of spring, because we're just kind of hitting that, not too much, but kind of the number 4, because today is the 4th of March, and then we have March. And so we fill those in, and that's kind of just like more of our morning activities still that we haven't finished. We're going to be doing the raining card. This is all of the things I'm going to be teaching my kids, no matter how many you have and no matter how long. I will continue to teach them sign language. When they get older, we'll also probably teach them Spanish, but for right now, we're just doing sign language. I think it helps with toddlers. I think it helps with babies. I think it helps with just everything. So that's one of the things we're doing. Counting. We did find ants outside at some point. So this is something that we're going to be counting. We're going to be counting all the ants. I have done it with like flashlights where he has to find them and count them. That's been fun. Then our sight word for today is umbrella. We do 4 of them because we do like a 4 days a week for school. So that's kind of what we do. And then we do Blah Blah Black Sheep. My mom just gave him that, and I think that would be really sweet to sing. We always sing a song, something like that. This is kind of like a little additive. I'm gonna make him find the colors because we're gonna be learning colors this week as well. We do that every week, but I wanted to change it because I get kind of tired of the same ways of teaching colors and things like that. He gets tired of it. So I've got this and the xylophone, and he's going to be showing me the color pink, and he's going to be tapping it, and I think that that's going to be fun. He's going to tap it 4 times because our number today is 4. And then we have this animal book, and we're going to be learning about penguins, which is one of his favorite animals. I thrifted this book from the thrift store before I was even married, and I have always kept books around if I find children's books or anything, because I find that these are being lost, and I think that they're really special. Like, books filled with information is starting to become a non-existent thing with the internet being around. There's no need for it. So we're going to be learning about whales and penguins, and so I think that would be really fun for him. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get him over here in just a minute, and we're going to, well, I'll probably go to him because that's just easier sometimes. But I need to change his diaper first, and then we need to do this. But this is how I have it set up for the rest of the time after our morning like play break. And then we also do like music and fun stuff, just depending on what it is. A lot of times we do that on Fridays. But we have a play date on Friday and on Thursday. So we're going to be doing our normal school stuff and really filling it in this Monday, because usually we have play dates on Mondays, but not this Monday, and that's totally fine. Every week's different. So that's what we're gonna do. I need to hunt him down to give him a diaper change, and then yeah, we've been also potty training, which has been really crazy, like in between potty training and stuff like that. So we've really tried to just do what we can, but I am going to get him nice and set up. I'm going to read his little affirmations book. It's for self-esteem. My mom was a teacher, and so she had a ton of books, and I picked out all the books that I wanted for my son to have, and I'm so thankful that she had all of those books for me to be able to have access to, because this was one of them. And I picked this out before I was even married, but now we read this every day. It's for self-esteem, and just all of that kind of stuff. I do change it and modify it because it's not a Christian book, but I make it into a Christian book, and I think that it's really helpful. So if you are not Christian, this is still a really good book to read to your kids. Now, I'm gonna go see where he's at and go change his diaper. Right. So as you can see, he's over there having a little break. During his break, I usually will go and I will usually go ahead and clean. So I've got my house on a schedule, and I've broken it up between 4 zones, and I do like the full bit in all 4 zones. At some point in my life, I would love to just have like a one type of day cleaning where I don't have to clean every single day, but I will not be in that season for a really long time because of the fact that I have a young child, and I will have more young children for, Lord willing, many years. So I don't want to like be upset that I have to clean my house and be stressed out all in one day. I would like to span it across multiple days to where I can have all my cleaning done by the time that we hit like Saturday, or at the end of the day Friday, to where I'm not like rushing or anything like that, but it's like just a good time. So during our mid-morning break, I will come in and finish all like the cleaning stuff that I can, that I need to do. If I don't finish it then, I will finish it during nap time, but I also am not trying to bank on nap time because we are almost in the phase, probably in a couple of years, to where he will not have a nap time, and I will have other children to take care of, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to clean my home on top of that. So with that being said, I do the mid-morning thing, and then that way during my baby's morning nap, or whichever, if I have a baby at the time, they will be taking their morning nap, and I will be able to clean my home, and the rest of my children will have their mid-morning break snack time. And I think that that will work really well and suit us for a couple of years until my children get older and they have more to do. What's wrong? The dryer, I'll close the door. There you go. You can take your hands off your ears. Try it. Try it. Take your hands off your ears. You don't hear it anymore. Until my children get older, I feel like this is something that's going to suit us really well, because eventually the time that I have at home will most likely be spent doing extracurriculars or going to go drop them off here or there or something like that. I'll be like driving back and forth more than I am at home. And so during that season of my life, I feel like maybe like one day a week of cleaning will work well, but we'll have to wait till we get there because we don't know what our children are going to be involved in, or even if they will be super involved, depending on their personality type, what they like to do, things like that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do, or what we are doing, planning on doing, what I'm doing right now, because I think it works really well for us and our family, because then by the time that we hit Saturday and Sunday, I have no cleaning. On Sunday, I just organize and prep for the week, but I don't actually like clean. And on Saturday, I take a day of rest. That happens on Friday at midnight, just the start of Saturday, until the end of church on Sunday. That's whenever we take our Sabbath, so I don't clean or do anything on those days. Whenever I was working overnights and not working from home, I would clean on Saturday and Sunday, and I would do all the stuff that I need to do and meal prep and do everything. But now that I'm home full-time, working from home full-time, and I'm not changing that anytime soon, I find the system to be really helpful, and I gleaned a lot of this from just a bunch of different people on YouTube. So take with this what you can, but don't feel like it's forced, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then I moved my vacuum mop into my office because I hate cleaning that thing. I don't think it's necessary. I literally am barely in there, so I think that that thing will do a really good job for me. So I moved it into my office, so then that way after I'm done working, all I do is press the start button and it'll clean the floors and stuff to where it's all nice and clean always. And then if someone was to come over, or I wanted to do like a little spot clean before people came over, or we had guests or something like that, then I would go ahead and start it in the rest of the house. But for right now, we just don't need it. We have a Roomba, and the Roomba goes like midday and it'll clean around during nap time, and it'll just clean around the house during that time. And I think that that's a really good, helpful thing. So yeah, I've got my house broken up into 3 zones. I've got this front half, that's zone 1, then the living room and the kitchen, that's zone 2, and then zone 3 is the dining room. Basically from the end of the kitchen fridge, the dining room, the playroom, and half of the hallway. What is that? Wheels, yeah, because your toy got left out and it got crushed. To the middle of the hallway, basically up until my son's bathroom, is zone 3, and then zone 4 are the bedrooms and the hallway section and the bathroom. So there's that. I'm gonna tend to my son and I'll talk to you guys in a minute. All right, so I'm going to put the little guy down for a nap, and then I'm going to get started on some work and uploading some videos to my other channel, things like that. So I'll show you a little bit of that because I don't need my camera for it. But I've got like some projects that I'm working on, and some other stuff like that that I'm trying to get done. So as soon as he goes down for a nap, I'm going to get to work working and pray that all of it works out. All right, so I pretty much have everything done that I want to get done today in my kitchen, and everything is cleaned in my kitchen and ready to go for dinner. Tonight we are having meat pie. It's my husband's request. He loves it. It's super easy to make, which is why I was like, for sure we'll add that to the list. And so that's what we're going to be having tonight. All I need to do is like make the pie crust and brown the meat, throw some frozen vegetables in there, and then bake it, and that's it. It's like the easiest thing ever, because then I could just stuff a ton of vegetables in there that they don't even know what's in it, but they'll eat it because there's like ground meat and bread. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. We might have a side of like another type of vegetable, but typically it's just like a one pot kind of dinner for me, which is very nice and easy for cleanup, all of that kind of stuff. So that's the only thing I have left to do, and I have to go drop off my dad's vitamins, and so those are the 2 things that I have left to do, but I've already done all my cleaning for the day. I'm finishing up work right now. This video is 96% uploaded. My son is still taking a nap, which is great. He should be waking up pretty soon though. And so that's pretty much where we are, but I've got all my work done pretty much, besides I'm just waiting on that. All of my cleaning done, everything, and it's 4 o'clock, which is a goal that I have for myself every day, because after 4 o'clock things get wild because my son wakes up, then we have to cook dinner, clean up dinner, and then we have bath time and bedtime routine and everything like that. And for some reason after 4 o'clock it literally feels like the day is totally just flown by and I never got anything done. if I don't do anything before 4 o'clock. So it's like a mad dash by the time my eyes pop open until 4 o'clock, because then from 4 o'clock on, I just want to be free to like hang out with my kid, hang out with my husband whenever he gets home, and I want to like be a peaceful mom for the rest of the night, so that way I can actually like go to sleep and be well rested. I don't know if you understand, but I feel like if you're a mom of any sort, right? Working mom, work from home mom, stay at home mom, you get what I'm saying? The bedtime, the dinner time, the cooking dinner part, the cleaning up dinner part, the bath time, the bedtime, even if your husband helps, it is like this weird mad dash thing. Like it's hard to do. And I don't know what else to say about that besides it is. And no matter, because I've literally done everything. I've literally worked overnight, I've worked during the day, I've worked out of the home, in the home, from home, for a company, for myself. I've literally done every type of job there is available to moms, and I've done it. And it still is hard, no matter what you do. So if you're a mom out there, know that I'm praying for you, know that I'm encouraging you, know that I get the hard. I get it. It's really hard. No matter what season of life you're in, no matter what, like it's hard. Because then if you have older kids and you have extracurriculars, you have things you need to get to, you have things that you need to do, it's just hard. So soak up every season, know that I'm praying for you, and that's what I have for you. But I'm going to finish this up real quick. And I have bone broth in the crock pot. I showed you guys some of that. I will link a recipe. I'll probably write a blog on that this week, and then I will link that to this video later on. But other than that, thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this day in the life. I really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I really love all of your support that you have. Next week I think we might do like a meal kind of prep video if you guys want to do that, or if you guys want to see that. So just let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.